Hi everybody, welcome to Keto Living Over 50. So you've been hearing a lot about it probably, and you're wondering what is all the to-do about. MCT stands for medium chain triglyceride. It's a fat triglyceride, but MCT oils are very, very unique in that they go straight to the liver. They don't need to be processed in any way, shape, or form through the general avenue of all the other fats, where your gallbladder is going to release the bile in order to, break down the fats and just let it go on its merry way the way it usually would. So MCT oils, they don't need to go through all of that. They go straight to the liver and convert to ketones. So it's basically making your body create ketones. And that's why a lot of people really love using MCT oils in the beginning of their ketogenic diets, because it's giving them kind of automatic ketones and being converted to energy. So it's a great way to kind of begin your ketogenic diet journey and to help things along. The other side of the coin is that while it is immediately giving you those ketones, it also is preventing your body, if you think about it, to use your own fat to burn the energy. So yes, you're only probably taking a tablespoon a day, but on the same stretch, if you think about it, that can give you a stall. It can plateau you out, because your body is like getting it from not only your diet, but it's also getting it from when you take your MCT oil, because it's giving you just kind of immediate ketones. So, if you were to test your ketone levels a little while after you take your MCT oil, probably going to be, elevated. But I do think it's a good thing to do, especially in the beginning. It's a great thing to do, because it also, I believe, would sort of cut down on that keto flu feeling, the bad brain fog kind of thing, because you're starting to get into ketosis, but you're probably 20 to 30%, the first little bit in the beginning, 40%. Whereas when you're taking your MCT oil, you're helping your body top out. So you're going to have less of that keto flu kind of thing, because your body is you're helping it kind of convert over in a more gentle way. Does that make sense? So I think that is a great positive reason to at least begin your journey with the assistance of some MCT oil. Now, the benefits to me of MCT oil outweigh the thought process of, well, I am feeling like I could lose more weight if I'm not taking it, because I am kind of giving my body these ketones. I want it to do it on its own. I want it to burn its own fat rather than, give it this energy. It's not using the energy of the fat on my body. It's using the energy I'm giving it through probably my diet and the MCT oil. And I feel like those benefits it's excellent for your brain health. Running ketones for energy, running off ketones in itself is fabulous for your brain health. It's more efficient, actually. It's fabulous for those of you who do a lot of exercising. Eventually, when you get over that initial flu sort of feeling where you don't have the energy or the muscle recovery, which is another reason why maybe adding MCT oil would help that as well. But it's just my understanding through my research that there are so many benefits to it. It would boost those benefits to me a little bit more. If taking my MCT oil again, because I wasn't taking it for couple years, it helps that for me, and maybe I'll lose weight slower. To me, that's a good trade-off personally, because MCT oil, medium chain triglycerides, they do help with inflammation. So it's a nice thing, I feel, to add to your daily routine, to your daily intake, diet, if you will. Now, the reason why people reach for those instead of coconut oil, because these MCTs are in coconut oil. So the brain octane oil is really gives you even more percentages of the types of MCT that do all of these things. And MCT is going to have, the MCT oil is going to have more than your coconut oil. And then XCT, I believe, is a little bit more than the MCT, like it's extra. I think I might be making that up. But anyway, I really do think that the benefits are pretty great. The other thing is that especially in the beginning, when you may have a lot of the cravings, when you need to sort of tame your appetite a little bit, the MCT oil will help to kind of detour that hunger. It will allow you to go longer between meals. So, you know, I have my coffee in the morning and it takes me about 4 hours before I'm really ready to eat again. And if I wasn't taking that, I think I would have a much bigger appetite and probably a little bit harder for me to control certain cravings. So it is, I think, a beneficial thing I'm experiencing again when I'm restarting this and introducing MCT oil. I think there's also been some studies done that have come to the conclusion that it also helps kind of metabolic function. So if it's helping my broken metabolism along a little bit, I'm okay with that. I think it is beneficial to add to your keto living. I would definitely start with maybe a teaspoon, maybe even a half a teaspoon. Do that for a couple days, then go to a full teaspoon in your coffee, or you can put it into your salad dressing for the next couple days. See how you do. Work up to a tablespoon because it does have, not all the time, but it can have a laxative effect. It can also give you a little bit of abdominal pain in the beginning. I didn't have that, but I did have a laxative effect. It's probably sort of an individual thing, but I definitely didn't start out with a tablespoon. I started with a teaspoon. I did that for like 2 days. I worked it up to like a heaping teaspoon, and then I worked up to a couple teaspoons. So I did it very slowly until I'm able now to take a full tablespoon in my coffee. So if you're interested in how I use MCT oil, I use a brain octane oil. I just uploaded a video on how I go about making my collagen coffee every morning and what I use in it to make it extra yummy. So if you're interested in that, I make a cup right there so you can see exactly how I do it. I'll put that link down below in the description box. All right, have a lovely rest of your day. And if it's in the evening, I hope you sleep well. See you next time.